Hello, this is Monique Gallagher, a licensed teacher of Cybernetic Transposition. I want to give you some tips on inner anchor point. We're going to cover 3 subjects. First, what is an inner anchor point? 2, how to effectively do the process. And 3, once you have established an inner anchor point, how to use it. All right, first, an inner anchor point is an imaginary experience that takes you to a point in your life from 30 days, 7 days to 1 day to just an hour, to create in your mind a significant focusing of what is important to you and imagining that you are settling your life affairs and that you are about to leave the earth. For many people, it's quite an emotional process. Many people are not aware of what's most important to them, the people, the things. They're not aware of what's possible for them to achieve. So in the inner anchor point process, our wishes, our pressures, our demand just falls away, and we get quite real, quite natural to ourselves. And in that quite real state, for many people, that's the first time they ever have a concrete experience of their true self. That part of you that you came into the world with, that part of you that's uniquely you, that part of you that knows your unconscious life plan, why you arrived on the earth, and what it is that you'd like to accomplish. We get trained out of that. We get trained by teachers, well-meaning advisors, to follow their recommendations, to read books and follow that. But in this process, if you're fortunate, you're going to have an experience of your true self, because all that is irrelevant, all that is not meaningful to you and your life fulfillment drops away. And just that purity of essence remains. So the inner anchor point process is a place, it's an imaginary experience where you're establishing a communication portal to your unconscious mind. So your conscious mind can ask questions of your unconscious, and you get answers in the way of body feelings, intuitive knowings, thoughts, sounds, and that communication is really very key and one of the most significant things about CT and why you would want to continue to work with it. When your conscious mind can communicate with your unconscious and your unconscious can communicate to your conscious mind, that's an awakening process. That's an elevation of your consciousness. Yes, it's about accomplishing things. And it's about understanding yourself even more and being able to operate and navigate on the earth with greater ease and serendipity. All right, so that's what the inner anchor point is, how to do it. I recommend that you do it at night. Here's the reason why. Many people have an emotional reaction when they do the inner anchor point process. They could realize that, wow, I didn't know that person was so important to me. Wow, I didn't know what I accomplished and how important that was. Wow, look at all this stupid stuff I'd focused on. And now it's completely irrelevant. And I see what I really want to do. All that drops away. So there's a focusing of your mind, focusing of your intention, focusing of your attention and your power. Because your power is only active in the present moment. So that process is going to reveal things to you. So that's important to do it at night so you have some process time. Go to sleep. You might get some more greater awareness when your conscious mind is out of the way and your unconscious can reveal to you. If you don't already have a piece of paper and a pen next to your bed or a medium to record insights, please do so. Because when you start working with CT, you're going to get flooded with awarenesses, flooded with intuition and noticings. Make note of them. They could be very valuable to you. So that's how to do it. The other thing, if you are alone in your house, no problem. You can do it quietly, 30 to 60 minutes, and you won't get disturbed. But if there are other people in the house, please make a note. Do not disturb. Put it on your door and say you'll be there in 30 to 60 minutes and you'll come out when you're done. You're not going to be able to drop deeply into this kind of meditative imaginary experience or process if you think someone could be knocking on the door or walking in at any moment. So it's very important that you feel safe, that you feel relaxed, and you feel peaceful. Here's the other piece, is that do a grounding process. I really like the one that I created called the Original Self-Grounding Process. You can get that free. It's my gift to you. Go to schoolofselfrevolution.com, put your name and email address in there, and you'll instantly get access to that. You can download it to your computer. It takes 2 to 3 minutes. The whole idea of this process is to get you out of your head and thinking and drop down into your body and create some inner peace, openness, and presence before you do any of the CT processes. It's very helpful. It's far more effective to communicate with your unconscious mind when you're at peace. So that's one of the first things. Make note of that one now to go to the website and get your free gift. So you're going to do it at night. You're going to do it where you can't be disturbed. You're going to ground yourself before you do the process. And so you're peaceful and you're ready for it. Now, the inner anchor point process itself, it's going to be really a place of kind of trusting and listening to Stuart Lichtman's voice, following it. Don't second guess it. Don't listen to the story and say, oh, I never heard that story before. Try to keep your mind out of it and just really think of it as a guided meditation, and you'll get a far better result. All right, so you're going to be looking at 30 days, 7 days, and an hour before you're passing this earth. Make note of whatever comes up, and be okay if there's sadness or tears. Now, sometimes people have difficulty doing this process. I'm sure you can imagine why. They don't want to see what it's like when they're passing. They want to imagine that they're going to be living here for a very long time on earth. Just take it as a meditation process. It is not real by any means, not at all. It is a process for you to create a communication portal to your unconscious mind. For many people, it's around the heart area. It could be another area of your body, that's fine. You'll learn how to identify where it is. You'll learn how to establish a visual cue or a symbol, draw that down, and then you will have a permanent communication portal to your unconscious mind. So let's talk now about the third part, is how to use it. Well, one way to use it is to find out what are the most significant and meaningful objectives for you to work on at this time. Now, if you do the original self-grounding audio that I've recommended before you ask that question, it's going to be far easier, because you're going to be bringing forward an aspect of your unconscious which is called true self. It's the part of you you were born with. It's the part of you that's got some great intuitive guidance, knowing about what's meaningful for you to achieve in this lifetime, because there are theories that you came to this earth knowing what you want to experience, but you forgot along the way. Whether you believe that or not, you can use the true self to think about it as your higher self or your soul, and it gives you some good guidance, especially when you're looking to achieve an objective and you don't know exactly what's the best one for you to work on, and also when you are looking to tune up a reframe. Your true self will be the best guidance or the best expert to tell you how close that is to a 10 in completeness, fulfillment. And really listen to that. Don't sell it yourself short. All right, so first thing I said, you could use it to find out what objective you should be working on. Next, when you're doing a base reframing process. Base reframing processes start with an original situation, something that happened today or this week, and it caused some discomfort, suffering to others or to yourself, and you want to reframe it. Well, you start with writing down the original situation on the paper. Close your eyes, imagine in your mind that situation, and then ask for the body feelings that were present during that moment to make itself aware, make you consciously aware of those body feelings. Write those down on the form. Those then become the body feelings that are going to help you identify earlier memories that were associated with that blocker pattern. Please don't use your conscious mind to say, oh yeah, last time I argued with the boss was back in 2007 in January. No, You are to have the most effective result with CT is to work through the body feelings, because that's how that blocker habit pattern, that self-defeating unconscious habit pattern, is linked through body feelings. So that's another way you can use your inner anchor point. Once you get those body feelings, you surround them with a ball of white light, breathe them in, place them into your inner anchor point, and then you ask, please take me back to an earlier memory where those body feelings were present. There's many other uses for inner anchor point. Another one is if you review the ebook that you get when you purchase the How to Get Lots of Money for Anything Fast ebook called Zappers. There's wonderful techniques in there for instant goal setting and also for turning around a difficult situation if you're in a meeting or a crucial conversation. A lot of different good tips in there. All right, we're going to wrap up for right now. I want to just give you some support resources. First, make note to go get the original self-grounding at schoolofselfrevolution.com. Put your name and email address in there. If you're working on an objective that's maybe a difficulty of 5 or less, and you'd like some support on how to go through the basic achiever process and how to do the monitoring process, and some tips to maximize what it is you do want to accomplish and make sure you tune it up effectively, you can get that in the Fast Money Book 101 class, and that's on cyberneticmastery.com. Now, the last thing is if you have a meaningful objective that you'd like to work on that's above a 5, maybe it's a 9 or a 10, and that becomes a super achiever objective. We have the next training of our 17-week program, the Highest Potential Training. That is on Wednesday. That's our first session. You still have time to join in. And I'd like to invite you to consider, if you were to learn these CT processes today, all the way up to through November and December, what do you think would be possible for you? What changes could you make? What objectives could you achieve? What would next year look like for you? There is a 10-year anniversary special that's only available for this 17-week training. You can get a significant discount. So I invite you to go to the website, schoolofselfrevolution.com, click on the 17-week tab, and review it. And if I can answer any questions for you, please don't hesitate to ask. Again, this is Monique Gallagher with schoolofselfrevolution.com. That's all for now.